Hey, welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us. We're wrapping it up here. Very, very happy to have Sam Clovis, doctor, military man, Renaissance. You wish that a guy with this much talent would fight for the good guys, but we like having him on just the same. But no,
he is fighting for the good guys. What are you talking about? I just told you a story about Satan falling down on me from the Democratic ticket.
But Sam, I got to tell you, Sam. So I went and voted today. But by the way, we've been talking about this the last couple of weeks. Today is the primary for all of the contested local and state elections. The Democrats have 4 candidates running to go up against Grassley and get beat in November, and 3 in the House district. So if you haven't voted, polls close at 9. Please go and find them. It's a primary. No one remembers. Everybody skips it, and I'll tell you that in a second. But it's very important. Don't just complain and feel self-righteous about the national candidates. You have to go out and support your local people, too. And I know that Pat and Sam would be completely supportive of that sentiment. I went to my polling place in Precinct 20 at the Mount Olives Baptist Church on 2nd Avenue there, just a block and a half away from North High School. At 3:30 in the afternoon, cast my vote. Voted proudly for Rob Hogue, Desmond Adams, Nate Bolton, and Ruth Ann Gaines for she was running uncontested or unopposed, obviously, and I was number 54. 54 people had voted at that precinct all day at 3:30 in the afternoon. Yeah. And I got to tell you, folks, that's we can do better than that, and that's both parties. That's 54 votes cast total. That's awful. That's awful in a precinct, especially in a city the size of Des Moines, to have 54 people vote in a precinct on the north side of Des Moines. They opened at 7.
7.
Yeah. What do you think of that? Why do you think people don't vote in America? Because I know in other countries, Ukraine and Russia, I mean, the turnout is fantastic. I mean, they get 78, 85 people. 85%.
I think that, that we, for a lot of, because I think people don't think their vote matters. And I really think this has been the case for a long time. We saw kind of an apex in the John Kennedy election in 1960, and it was about a 64.5% participation rate, and then it's been declining. We've had a couple of anomalies.
Obama got
one of the
that.
Obama got up over 50%, up to 54% level. But we've been under 50% at times. So in fact, in 2012, we had of the 2 major parties was less than 49% of the eligible voters voted Republican or Democrat. And it's abysmal. And I think a lot of it goes to why Bernie and Mr. Trump have been as successful as they've been, is because they're stirring the cockles out there. They're getting people excited again and about coming back. And I think this populist movement is very important. I'm a political philosopher at heart, and I think for me, a lot of it goes to people. You have to be able to explain this. At least intellectually, I had to go through this process to be able to understand it. And this is the point sometimes where I start to talk to some of the quote unquote establishment people, and they don't get it. They just don't get it.
Well, and Blake and I have had people from the establishment on the show, and afterwards, Blake and I have gone, they're not getting it. Now, speaking of not getting it, Obama was our first $1 billion president.
Right.
What is Donald Trump's plan from here on out? Because Hillary Clinton's going to be able to raise that kind of money.
Well, RNC is coming in to help with that. We're going to raise money there. Mr. Trump is going to raise money because we have, as an obligation, as a presidential candidate, you have an obligation to help raise money down ticket. So we'll be doing those kind of things as well. Before we get too far along here, I want to say hi to your father, Joe.
Oh yeah,
Mr. Trump wants you to know he appreciates your support, and I will carry that message to him.
That is awesome, because my dad hasn't been doing well lately. So thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
You bet.
Oh, God, I hate it when I cry on camera. Jeez. And Sam, of all people, made me do it. Anyway, well
it's been a perfect show then.
Oh,
so
yeah, it has been. Well, thanks. We got to make him cry. You know how you make him cry? You start telling Hillary jokes.
No, I'm not going to bash his candidate. I'm not going to do it. You know,
it's easy. It's you want to see me break down and cry. You read the end of Mice and Men to me, or you put on Old Yeller or any movie where a dog dies at the end. I will
Speaking of dogs, you know, I got home today for a brief moment today, and I have 9 dogs, and so I went in and did my obligation was to sit down for 1 minute and let them all attack me.
Oh, absolutely,
and it was great.
That's awesome.
Feel like $1 million.
Did you saw the last known dog to rescue 9/11 victims?
He died.
Put down today.
Yeah.
That one I watched. That where they saluted him when he came in. That one I.
But you think about it. Think about how long he lived, though. I mean, it's just remarkable. You know,
his face was just white.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, we got to go. I don't want to think about it.
So we'll get back to the original point. So Trump's going to be doing some fundraising.
Right.
All right. So is he going to be swinging back through the Iowa to do any stuff?
I'm sure he'll be back here.
Because we would love to have
all
him on
50
the show.
states, and you know, we're going to put most of our effort will go into. Obviously, we have certain states we have to go out and win, but I think we're going to put some states in play that haven't been in play before. And,
I agree.
And I think it'll be exciting.
All right. Anything you want to tell our listeners out there about why they should support Trump?
I just think you need to take a look at the fact that he is not going to be beholden to special interests. Special interests have corrupted this government and have taken this government away from the people. And I think the people are finally speaking, and the people are going to take the government back. And Mr. Trump is that instrument.
That is absolutely terrific. We want to thank our very special guest, Sam Clovis, Donald Trump's national co-chair and chief policy advisor, for joining us today for an entire hour. This guy's busy, so I don't know if he's just like he needs a break from the pressure and wants to come on the show, or if he actually likes us. But whatever it is, he was here, and we're really, really grateful.
Absolutely.
And we have a couple of new listeners tonight, Ron and Jean Bombard. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I'll see everybody after this week.
Hi, I'm Representative Tom Shaw, and I love these guys. Both of them.
Love these guys. Get over here. Love both of them.